everyone, I'm Anita and welcome to this week's video, which will be all about creatures. Now, I've already made a video in the past about some of the best creatures in regards to what rewards they give out in comparison to how much they cost, though I will probably have to make an update since we've had so many new creatures released recently, many of which happen to be attached to side quests, which will be this week's video's kind of subject. Many people I know prefer to first adopt the creatures that are attached to Hagrid's side quests, and reasonably so, because none of us want those 15 something side quests lined up there just waiting to be finished, and you just feel overwhelmed because there's so many of them. So it's a very reasonable thing to want to do, but there's still plenty of questions remaining as to which side quests come first. For example, like in what order should I be adopting those creatures? How many books will that take me? Like, how much will I need? And also, just, is it worth it? Because not all side quests, as we know, are the most fascinating things in the universe. Some you just kind of have to get through to get to the next thing. Well, the one and very easy way to go around it would probably be just go by Magizoology level, because obviously different creatures have different levels that you need to reach before you can adopt them, and until you reach that level, that side quest won't trigger, except for the first few creatures, and I will get right to that. So there's 12 side quests and creatures in total. Some might argue that it's only 11, but you need to start with the Niffler and the side quest Creature Comforts in year 1. That's when the side quest triggers, because since Niffler is the only creature in level 1, you need to adopt and max it out to reach Magizoology level 2, which is what is required for you to be able to adopt the fairy, because the fairy is at level 2, and the side quest only will trigger the moment you reach Magizoology level 2. So here is the order in which the side quests go. We already have the Niffler at level 1 and the fairy at level 2, and then at level 3 Abrixen, and at level 4 Thestral and Welsh Green Dragon. All these 5 creatures and their side quests will only trigger once you've finished the previous one. So it's very important, even if you adopt some other creatures along the way within that same level, it might very well be what you have to do, because some levels are harder to finish. One creature will not be enough. So another suggestion from me would be to, at level 3, also adopt Quintype. You might need to adopt some other creatures as well, but definitely include Quintype, because it also is a Hagrid's creature, let's call them that. And then at level 4 we've got Chinese Fireball and the Imp. It doesn't matter whether you already are at, let's say, year 4 chapter 6 when the Quintype side quest triggers. You can adopt the creature before that. If you're at level 3, no problems. You don't have to worry that the side quest will trigger. That's not when it triggers. You can totally adopt the creature before the side quest ever triggers for you. In fact, that is probably the preferred way to go around these things, because some of these side quests are truly enjoyable and exciting to do, and it just makes for a much better experience if you don't have to wait for weeks between different tasks, because you have to reach a certain level of trust, let's say that. So at level 3, Abrixen, of course, and be sure to add that Quintype to your arsenal as well. And at level 4, Chinese Fireball and the Imp. And then here's some specifics that you might find useful when doing the side quests. So for Fairy, you will need to at one point gain 150 knowledge points. And to finish the side quest, you need to reach max level. In fact, with all 4 of these, Fairy, Abrixen, Thestral, and Welsh Green Dragon, you will need to reach max level Trust. Later on, it's no longer such a strong requirement, but with these, the first ones, definitely. With Abrixen, you also need 150 courage points. With Thestral, you will need to do 15 social encounters, like meal with a friend, playing gobstones, drinking butterbeer, whichever may be the case. So be prepared to spend some coins. And with Blush Green Dragon, you also have 400 knowledge points. With each finished side quest, you will get experience points. In this case, it's 150 or 175, plus friendship experience points to level up Hagrid's friendship and get some rewards from leveling him up as well. Then, moving on, with Quintaped, Chinese Fireball, and Imp, we've got slightly easier requirements. We've got Reach level 8 Trust for Quintaped and Imp, and then we've got Reach level 6 Trust with Chinese Fireball. And then in Quintaped and Imp side quests, you will also end up spending some coins, not as much as the previous one that we saw with the 15 encounters. To not give you any sort of spoilers, I will leave out what are the purpose of these spendings, but just be aware that you will spend some. And of course, once again, as you finish the side quest, you get regular experience points plus Hagrid's friendship experience points. At level 5 and level 7, we've got Chimera, Mooncalf, Auguray, and Unicorn. So once again, each of these have different trigger points. So you could be long in level 7 already, but if you haven't reached year 5, chapter 12, let's say, the Auguray side quest will not trigger for you. So with some of these, you can wait a little bit longer to adopt them, especially if you're taking your time doing the school years. You don't have to worry about all of these side quests jumping on you all at the same time, because as we already established, some of them will only trigger once you finish the previous one. But it's good to know the order in which they will come so that you can, well, for one thing, save up on the books. So I hope this gives you a somewhat clear idea as to in what order you should be getting these creatures. Each slideshow included all the costs for each creature as well as the rewards. You may have noticed that some of the early creatures are very, very expensive, whereas the rewards that they give out are, well, honestly pathetic, I'm not gonna lie. But some of the later editions, especially the recent ones, the Mooncalf especially, and also the Auguray and Quintaped, if I remember correctly, those were rather generous, and I would definitely recommend adopting them even if they weren't part of the Hagrid's side quest world. But yes, thank you for watching. Hope you found this useful. Thanks for the support. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll try to answer them. And if you have any topics that you want me to make video about, I will probably actually do it. So let me know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. I'll see you next time. Bye.